Hello, my name is Scott Lashbrook and I'm the Market Development Manager for Conselma Company. I'm here at Dawkes Music today to talk about some of the latest offerings from Vincent Bach Trumpets. This instrument is the LT190 1B, and this is one of our latest offerings. We refer to this instrument as the commercial trumpet. This is the second time that we've used bronze as a material in a bell type. The difference between this and our previous bronze trumpet is that this is a lightweight material. So it's a much lighter bell. It's a #1 bell, which is actually the first bell that Vincent Bach drew. And when we were involved in the development of this instrument, we went through Vincent Bach's drawings and we found a drawing with the #1 bell on it. And Vincent Bach had sketched in the margins, or written in the margins, excellent in the upper register, which was the reason why we built one of these and why we tested it. Under blind testing conditions against various other bell shapes, the #1 for the commercial trumpet came out tops under blind testing. So it's a lightweight bronze bell, which means it'll respond very quickly, but using the bronze material, so the higher copper content, it's going to give a warmer sound. It has a French bead steel wire, so steel being a harder material to compensate for the softer material of the copper. And you'll notice that compared to a regular Bach, actually we've taken some weight out of the instrument, some additional weight out of the instrument. So there is no bracing here on the tuning slide. This is the standard Bach shaped slide. And if you look closely at some of the details on the instrument, for example on the mobile slides 1 and 3 and on the second valve slide, we've removed some weight here, and we have little tiny nickel half moon pulls to replace our standard slide pulls. A two-piece valve block, and this is a first for us here. This is the first time that we've used brass and bronze together in a valve block. So we refer to this as the 190 valve block, but instead of being brass and nickel as you would normally find, this is brass and bronze. This is the first time we've done that. Again, we're adding more copper content to the instrument, so that's going to warm up the sound a lot more. However, when you're working with materials and designing an instrument, you need to compensate for hard and soft metals. So for the first time, if you look at this instrument, the first time we've done this, we've made our slide inners from nickel. So where we've removed the nickel from here, we've actually put the nickel back into the instrument in the internal slides. Again, balancing those hard and soft metals. This also has a custom lead pipe. This is a number 43 lead pipe, and the venturi, so the start of the lead pipe, has been custom set during some play testing. A number of players, including myself, tested various different sizes and set the lead pipe on this instrument, set the venturi where it suited all players that were testing the instrument. There's another couple of unique features on here, so you'll see that we have rings as opposed to saddles on the first slide, and we've taken some more weight out here and put in a pin stop. On playing this instrument, the thinking behind it was that within the middle register, under regular volumes, that actually had a very warm sound, very open sound. But the harder you pushed it, the more extremes you went to the edge of the register, the brighter it would get and the better projection you would get. Andy Greenwood, who's a very busy London freelancer, commercial musician, who's in and out of various studios in London and playing with the BBC Big Band and as a feature artist with Ronnie Scott's big band from time to time, he's picked this up and this has become his instrument of choice on a daily basis. What you'll also notice in the case is a little pouch that contains a second slide. The second slide is a D-shaped slide, so you have your standard Bach tuning slide and then you have a secondary slide which is D-shaped. What I tend to find when playing this myself and also working with other players, that with the D-shaped slide, the slots between the notes becomes a little bigger and the targets of the notes becomes a little bigger as well. So you will find with commercial musicians who play both lead trumpet and work in studios but also play jazz gigs, they may prefer the rounder slide for more expressive small band jazz playing, but they'll probably revert back to the standard Bach slide to take the benefit of the slots that this creates when they're playing lead or very precise commercial style music.